I'm Owen Han, this is NONNO'S, and today we're making pasta al polpo, spaghetti with octopus. Ciao Tati.
Ciao Nino.
Special edition of NONNO'S. Today we got a very special guest, my one and only grandpa, Nonno Tati. You might have heard him chiming in on the previous episodes, bickering with Nonna. They've been married for 60 years, so that's kind of expected. Today we're making one of his specialties, spaghetti with octopus. This one is probably my favorite. Not a lot of ingredients, but this is very much a dish to impress. It's one of those where it seems like it's elevated, takes a lot of time, but really takes about 20 minutes. Let's give Tati a call. Tati!
Eccomi!
Non parliamo con la nonna oggi.
No, niente nonna, le nonna la mandiamo a cucinare, vai a lavorare nonna. Owen, please, wait just a moment. I close television.
Ok, grazie.
Ecco.
Chi cucina meglio, tu o la nonna?
Ah, io, senz'altro. Mi diverto a fare certi piatti, ecco. E uno di questi, gli spaghetti con i polipi. Allora, ricetta.
Just like Nonna, Tati's recipes are very specific, which is what makes them so special. I'm on a mission to recreate them using his techniques. When I'm done, I'll call him back to show him the results, and he'll give me a rating on a scale of 1 to 10.
Are you satisfied?
I am satisfied, yes, Tati.
Satisfied.
Grazie.
Okay.
Here we have all the ingredients to make spaghetti with octopus. Of course, spaghetti. Fresh or store-bought works great. We have our baby octopus. These are much easier to work with than a traditional octopus. In Italian, it's called Moscardini. It's what my grandfather grew up cooking. You basically cook that down in some olive oil, which will be infused with garlic. You then go in with some tomato passata, a little peperoncino for kick, and then you just garnish it all with parsley. So not a lot of ingredients. It's gonna come down to technique. Pretty common trend we're seeing. So these have been cleaned. Typically a lot of Asian markets will carry different variations of fish, so definitely check that out. If you don't like octopus or can't source it, just sub it out for squid, cut that into small calamari rings, and the whole process of cooking it will be the exact same. So first thing we're gonna do though is run this under some water just to make sure any sort of gunk or ink that maybe is left over gets washed away. So for this, you're gonna need
big old saute pan,
abundant amount of olive oil, and Tati said to cover the entire bottom. We're gonna infuse the oil with garlic. Lightly crush. As soon as it starts to brown, remove it. If it browns too much, you get a super strong bitter taste and it just overpowers everything. There you go. So now, it may seem ridiculous that we're cooking these whole. It's not gonna be like that. We're gonna end up cutting these as the video goes on, so. Oh. These are in medium high. I'm not gonna lie, I've never cooked with baby octopus before, so we're gonna just feel this out, but crazy, the second they touch the heat, they've immediately shrunk. They need to go for about 10 minutes. Tati was saying,
Sì, tiralo così. E il polpo diventa rosso come un gambero, come uno shrimp.
and another big thing as well, we're not salting it. As a matter of fact, we're not salting anything in this recipe, which to me is crazy. We're not even salting the pasta water. Tati says,
Perché il pesce cresce in mare, molto sale nel Mediterranean Sea, a lot of salt.
Di sicuro quando cucini la pasta sale nell'acqua, no?
No, io non la metto neanche.
Wow, okay.
so if anything, less steps, great results. I don't know, I definitely have my doubts when it comes to cooking octopus because I've heard if you don't cook it long enough, it's super tough and chewy. I guess it cooks for about 30 minutes when you add the sauce. So we'll see. I should probably not play with my food. Let me call him, let me tell you what's up. All right, Tati, talk to me.
Quanti minuti sono che cuociono?
Solo 5.
Ma fai il fuoco più alto, devono diventare rossi.
Colore rosso come shrimp, giusto?
Tu li avevi asciugati prima di buttarli dentro oppure erano bagnati ancora?
Erano bagnati. È importante o no?
Eh beh sì, la prossima volta ricordati quando tu li hai puliti,
Sì?
poi prima di buttarli nell'olio asciugali con la carta o con un panno, ok?
Ok.
Se tu prendi le scissor,
Sì.
ecco, io direi che puoi tagliarli in 4 pezzi.
All right, we're gonna audible and we're gonna cut these now. He's saying to cut them.
Allora, comincio con la testa, giusto? Sicuro che forbici è il metodo più migliore?
Queste forbici fanno schifo.
He said these scissors suck.
Metto giù così posso tagliare e poi ti richiamo.
Va bene, grazie Tati. Few things here. One, he's a bit weirded out that they're still black even though we've removed the ink. Second, you wanted the oil to be basically like boiling hot before you add the octopus, and you want them to be dry. Get some good pair of scissors because these clearly aren't working well. You can totally cut it, it's just gonna be a lot more work. Keep them all cooking, remove one, cut, and then just add it back to the pot. Now I need a knife. Let's see. This'll do. So he was saying to cut it basically into 4s. Just toss it back in. Definitely gonna take some time. I think that's a good sign though, because he said once the octopus hits the oil, it should be popping everywhere. It's literally attacking me. It looks great though. It has like, it's weirdly releasing these crispy charred bits. I have no idea where the hell this is coming from, but I love that. Any sort of texture added to a dish, I'm all for. It feels quite tough. To be fair, it still needs to cook a lot more in sauce. We'll add this back in. We're gonna use 1 tin of passata. It's about 700 grams. You can use passata or a tin of crushed tomatoes or whole peeled. Just make sure if it's peeled tomatoes, you just crush them. So 1 jar. And then we're gonna break up 1 peperoncino. This obviously depends on spice preference and tolerance. I love spicy, so we're just gonna use the whole dry chili. Add that here. I will say this just doesn't look like enough liquid to me. I know when you cook octopus, it's supposed to naturally release liquid. I think we're past that stage. I might need to give Tati another ring. Tati, domanda. Ho messo 700 grammi di passata. Non sembra abbondante.
No, allora no, basta Nino.
All right, he wants me to try it and see.
Try.
I'm telling him it's only been like 5 minutes. That's tough as a shoe.
Allora metti un bicchiere d'acqua.
Okay.
Tutto aperto, giusto?
Tutto aperto.
Va bene.
Se non sono teneri devi aggiungere altra acqua e cuocere un altro decina di minuti e così via, capito?
Va bene, va bene, va bene. He said add another half cup of water, so we're gonna do that now. And basically the biggest thing is you don't want it to stick to the pan or burn. I'm gonna cover this and hopefully it improves with time because that piece of octopus I just tried, that was tough. That was very tough. Visually, it looks way better. You can see the sauce is reduced. The octopus itself has really kind of rendered and it's shrunken a lot. We are gonna taste it to see if it's still hard as a shoe. Way better. Literally just need some time. I will add another half of peperoncino though. I just want a little bit more of a kick. But what's great is we didn't have to add any extra water. That 1 cup went a long way. 5 more minutes and this is done. We are going to cut some parsley, add it to the sauce now that it's reduced and cooked. And by the time the pasta's done, we'll do our nice mantecare, put it all together and plate. So take our nest of pasta and plop them in. Fresh pasta, of course, cooks way faster than normal. So this should just take, honestly, just a couple minutes and it'll be good to go. So parsley in, pasta good to go. I mean, visually, I think that looks awesome. Definitely how I remember. We just gotta taste it. So we'll plate it, give them a call, and then try it out. Tati.
Allora, fammi vedere. Come sono teneri?
Sì, devo dire, dopo mezz'ora con un bicchiere di acqua era veramente perfetto. Questo l'ho fatto con... c'è pasta qui dentro.
Ah, non la vedevo.
You couldn't see the pasta. Lo assaggio perché ancora non lo so se si deve aggiungere sale o roba così.
Allora, assaggia. Madonna che bocca, ragazzi.
È giusto, non ci vuole sale.
Una volta perché l'aspetto è bellissimo.
Sì.
I prezzi dei polipi sono abbastanza giusti?
Direi di sì. Guarda che questo è tagliato
Sì,
in metà.
Direi di sì.
Sì, sì, sono piccoli. Va bene. Allora il voto
9,5.
9.5. Ok, perfetto.
Ciao.
Grazie Tati. Buonanotte.
Bravo Nino.
Well, that was great. Visually, he said it looked awesome. He gave it a 9.5. I think we did a great representation of nailing one of Tati's dishes. If you're intimidated of cooking with octopus, not gonna lie, I was too, but hopefully this goes to show that it's really not that difficult. You just gotta give it the time and you'll end up with a dish that will definitely impress. Definitely goes to show that Nonna also knows.